All right. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's go ahead and make sure y'all can hear me. If you would please type the number 1 in the comment section to let me know that you can. I would greatly appreciate it. Nothing worse than me talking to myself for the next little bit. And as we do, keep in mind that everything we look at is for educational purposes only. Nothing's meant to be advice or recommendations, right? Take these strategies, work through them, practice them, see what fits your risk profile, the types of companies, and so on and so forth. And as you do, if you like what you see here, folks, make sure you subscribe to the other social platforms that we have, keeping up with the latest and greatest of what's going on with Wealth Builders. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I greatly appreciate it. All right, with that, let's go ahead and jump in. It's time for the futures. Doing the flippity flop, right? We're up, we're down, we're up, we're down, right? On something, depending on the index you're looking at, you could see a nice run in the last little bit. That's certainly not anything to do with Jamie Dimon's comments, that's for sure. But the ES is down 2. That's the S&P. The Dow is up 14. The NASDAQ's down 10. The RUT's up 1. Bitcoin's up 75. It's at 19.2 right now. Ethereum's down 15 at 1287. Gold is up 1.9. Oh, look at that. Crude oil is down below 90. Yeah, it's back above 90. Maybe it goes back below 90. It's right about 90. Right? Still way too high for where I think it should be right now, but we could fix this. We're just not yet. And they were just talking about on CNBC some things we could do. So hopefully we can maintain it, fix it, get all the stuff with Venezuela worked out, and get those prices back down a little bit to those low 80s again. All right, let's go take a look at trades from yesterday. This is the time where of the show where any of the trades that you guys did yesterday, drop them in. Win, lose, draw, doesn't matter. Funded, not funded, doesn't matter. It's an accountability thing. Guys, I do this with my own mastermind group every day. We do an accountability call to see where we're at each and every day. Are we doing the things we're supposed to for our own trades, for our own setups, our own systems? That's what this is. Make this your accountability call, right? Drop in the trade setups. So from yesterday, quite a few candidates yesterday, we wound up with 3 trades overall yesterday on our picks. GM was a downgrade. We said a bear call spread above 34. 34.35 gave us 15 cents. Nothing great, right, on GM, but it's a $1 spread, and it is GM, right? Let me just bring that on the chart there for us so you can see the whole thingamahooly, right? So that did well. Lowe's was the next one. Lowe's was also a downgrade. Bear call spread above 197. We wound up 197.5, 200. You could see we had the gap down. We retraced back up to those tops again, failed, and did wonderful on it. We legged in, got $1.65 credit on that one. So legging in is where I sold the position first. I bought my other leg after on it, right? And the last one was Riven, and that's where they've got recalls on most of their cars. We said to do a bear call spread above 34. We did 34, 35s, 50 cents by legging in. So we got a 50% rate of return by legging into that trade. So wonderful setups. Also did a couple of covered calls yesterday as well. All right, so Robert Rubin said Lowe's sold 250 put spread for $1, covered at 92 cents. Okay, so you got a little bit out of it, Robert, which is great, right? And that's the idea. There are going to be some trades that you crush it on. Other ones, all right, we did the trade. It didn't do what we wanted it to. We managed the position, break even, cost a little bit, make a little bit. That's the goal, right? Not every trade is going to be a home run. If I can hit, if I can get 4 out of 10 decent hits, decent singles out of the trade, my trades, I'm very happy. All right, let's go take a look at the new candidates for today. We're talking pre-market picks. So Amgen is the very first one. Amgen got an upgrade by Morgan Stanley. So right now, here, let me minimize that spreadsheet that I'm working on there. I probably don't need that right now. Let's go look at Amgen. Actually, let me do this first. I'm going to add Coinbase in there because that was a new addition to our list for today. I just want to put it on. So on Amgen, we're up $6. Woo! Nice upgrade by Morgan. We're up $6 right now on Amgen. We're looking at 238. So we're above that 236. 236 is tough. We're tight. So here's what we're going to look at. bull put spread below 236 aggressive, or we're going to look at a bull put spread below 231. All right, then you can go a full lot of contracts on that. All right, Black, BLK, BlackRock. Ellen said, I'm not sure what day of the week it is. I haven't been to sleep yet. I think I had 2 put trades profitable, but I think one is still open. I understand the concept. I do. When I used to travel weekly, every week I'd be on an airplane over and over and over again, 35, 40 weeks a year. I know you didn't know what city you woke up in, what time zone it was. When you got home, you're exhausted. I get it. Say hey said Merck spread 40 cents. Nice. Riven spread $20. There you go. $40 rather, not 40 cents for say hey. Karen, I love it. 7% on SPY put. Ka-ching, baby. Sean said, apparently the Riven recall was a loose nut, not a big deal, right? Then I read it was from the bolt connecting to the steering rack. Ouch. Very true, Sean. That's not a good place to be. All right. So we got Amgen in the books. BlackRock, BLK. They're down almost $10 right now. They got a downgrade by UBS. Wow. So 536. Let's go do the scrunchity scrunch button here, which is our F11 key. All right. So 490 to 555 is 65 points, 39. We need to split that puppy in half. It's too big of a distance. So let's go add a negative 809. Do we have? We do not. So let's see. Minus 0.809. All right. There we go. All right. So 22, 32, 42, 52, 30. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. 536. All right. So we're looking at a bear call spread above 555. 1, 2, 1, 2. No, 555. Right? So there's BlackRock, KLAC. We got a lot of candidates to get through today, guys. There are 9 all in total. So KLAC is down $8 right now. They are halting some chip sales to China. And I think government regs are forcing it. But whatever it is, they already got smacked hard yesterday. Today, they're down another $8 to 291. So let me see something. Well, first off, I need a 100-point level in here. All right, wrong key. Let's go ahead and make sure that this goes right at 300. Let's go change the color of the line. I make it that red, and I make it the dash dot. Click OK. So there's our 300. That's where we closed up yesterday. Now we need 283 and 310, 83, 93, 03, 27-point difference in here. And our number up here is smaller, 26. So we need to draw a fibit in here or split this with an 882 level. You'll see I have 2 882s down there. The black is when we use. The green is if we're doing a trade setup called the Fibonacci 4-step. All right. So with that, we're at 291. All right. Nice. So we're going to do a bear call spread above 297. Right. Above 297. Lulu. I like me some Lululemon. Kids like it. I like it. They buy money. They spend money. It's a good place to be looking at. So it's not just kids. My wife buys some of her stuff there too. So Lululemon right now, they are up $8. Woo! They got an upgrade today. So I don't have down who it was. So it wasn't anybody that I felt important. So they're up to 298 right now. So 297. See, we're right above that level. That is just, it's tight. So we're at 297, 298. 300 is our fibit. Our 8 moving average. We don't have 100-point levels drawn on this. We definitely need hundreds on here. Right? So same thing. If we go ahead and click on that line, make it 300. Dash dot. You may look at this and say, Rob, that's a lot of work. I don't want to do it. That's okay. You don't have to. I do. I have to do it. So we are, wow. Okay. That's even more powerful. We're between those 2 lines right now below the 8 moving average. Yeah. So here's what I'm going to write down. Stock above 301. Then a bull put spread. Actually, it's going to be above 302. Then a retest. Then a bull put spread below 297. What do I mean there? Get above 302, pull back a little bit, then bounce, and then and only then do we do the credit spread on this. We're not doing it before. Meta. All right, so Meta, Facebook, they got a downgrade. Come on, take the money away from them, baby. Make them lose it all. No, I don't want to see Meta go to zero, but I just don't believe that the current leader is the person that should be in charge. I think a good business innovator, a creator like Facebook has with Zuckerberg, I think that person needs to recognize when it's time to turn over the reins. And this might be the time to turn over the reins. So we're down at 135 yesterday. Today we're down another $1.55 on that downgrade. Let's see where that actually puts us. To 132 in jingle. Let me just pull this forward a little bit. My numbers are kind of clogged up there. All right, so we're going to do bear call spread above 135. Hopefully, again, guys, I don't want to see any bad come to Meta or anybody else, but hopefully the board recognizes that they probably need a different person, and Zuckerberg recognizes a different person. Someone with the experience, someone that could take them out of this rut, because Apple's not changing their way they do business with privacy, right? Samsung is going to move in that direction. They are going to lose the opportunity to capture data from people the way that they do, and if that's the case, it will crush them earnings-wise. So we've got to figure something out now, and they're just not doing it with the current team they have. So SWKS, they got a downgrade from Wells Fargo. They're down $2.57 right now to 81.35. So let's scrunch down. We got the icebreaker yesterday, the chipping away at the ice yesterday. Let's see, 77.85 is 8 points. See the difference in here? It's about $8. See the number up here, $7? Well, I've got to split that level in half because of that, right? So we're going to add in a negative 136. All right, now 81.35. We're it's all the time, guys. 81.26, and we're at 81.35 right there. No idea why it stopped there until we put a fib in there with rules, a rules-based system, and we're right there. So we're going to do a bear call spread. Sorry. I love the naysayers. If these things don't work, bear call spread above 85. All right, Zoom. Zoom. They got a downgrade by Morgan. They are getting smacked today, down $2, 71.65. Let's do this. Let me unscrunch for a second. Now let's bring it down a little bit. Okay. So 66 to 79 is 13 points. We're at 6 points here. We definitely need to split these levels. We're going to put in both the negative 136 and the 118. We need a top and bottom. Since we're adding it, we just add both if they belong. So we're at 71.65. We're down below 72.46. Oh, man. So bear call spread above 73. Aggressive. I'm going to write down last choice. Right? I don't have enough room in there. I'm not excited about this spread. I'll look at it if there's nothing else, if we get some good legs to it, but this is not one that I really want to do. We've got, guys, I didn't say it. We got one candidate left. Drop in the trade, drop in and take a look at it. I would be more than happy to look at the candidates that you guys pop in there as a kind of last chance into the market open. So we've got ZS, right, which is Zscaler. They got, the president's resigning on Zscaler. That's what it is. And they're down $4.57. Not only is he resigning, he's going somewhere else, private, and I think they're a competitor from the way I read it. So they're down at 151 and a half. So let's see, 28, and we'll call it 58. Just make it easy. That's about 30 points. We're at 18 points. Yeah, we definitely need to split that level in half, right? So let's go add in a 118. We're going to need the 136. We should just put it in, even if we don't have a need for it today. Let's just put that in there. We'll scrunch down just a little bit. And we're sitting at 151.50 right now. Okay, so we're down here. So 157, bear call spread above 157. All right, I like that one very much. All right, next we've got Coinbase, guys. It's not on our list, but Google chose them as the platform for using crypto for Google. And they did that today from what I heard. And I caught it as a very last minute thing. They're up $3 on that news to $70.16. Okay. So if we pull this out, you can see I've got this level split here in the middle. All right. And we're at $70.16. Guess what? We are right at that pivot in there. Good news. Yes. Drove it up. Yes. But where did it drive it? It drove it up into resistance. We are now bumping our head on ugly, meaning we pushed up and we're hitting that resistance level, both the fib line and the moving averages that are there. So I'm going to write wait on Coinbase. Right? Not very excited about Coinbase at this point. All right, drop in your candidates, guys. If you know what you want to do with the trade, in other words, if you say, hey, look at XYZ stock, I'm looking at a bull put spread today, or look at XYZ stock, I'm looking at buying a put today, or whatever it is, if you give me that detail of what you're thinking, then I can look at that and say, all right, based on what I see, what you're looking to do, I see this, right? Is how the position goes and the type of trade I would take. So drop them in, drop them in, drop them in. So let me get that puppy out of the way. I don't need my sheet any longer. Let's go look at Netflix. Trip's asking for NFLX. So let's see where they are pre-market. And we'll be going over Netflix tonight as part of our power option plays. They got earnings on the 18th. They were definitely bearish and bias. Pre-market, they're down a whole whopping quarter. 25 cents is all that they're down so far today, right? Let me see. Did I want to do that? Sorry, guys, just in the wrong place. There we go. My trade station screen was active. I'm hitting the minus button to bring this in, and it's not working. So right now we're at 229 and jingle, we'll call it, right? So 229 down 83 cents. Yeah, I mean, Trip, with barring that 55 that's in there, if we're at 229, so we're all the way up here, right? If we could press up into that 232.5 and fail, get up to 231.5, 232, somewhere around there, and roll over. Great opportunity to the downside. We do have some higher lows and some lower highs. So we've got this little bit of a wedge pattern forming in here. Right? And let's see. Where is it? Did I deactivate it? No, there we go. So if we start right here, go to right here, that breakout should take place for a true breakout of a wedge pattern. It should take place between 1017 and 1024. And yeah, magic ball, Rob? No, it's not a magic ball, not a crystal ball, not any of that, right? We're measuring the movement of where the wedge started to where the wedge intersects, with that right there, that intersection point. And we're looking at a percentage of the distance from where it started to the distance of where it ends, right? So we're looking at 0.236 and 382, right? So 26 to 38% of that move falls right in here. That is the ideal breakout time. If we break out before that, may not mean anything. If we break out after that, we usually just kind of peter out. It just will drift down or drift up. It's not a true breakout. That's where the breakout has to take place. And there are a series of rules around trading it. Just FYI, right? So I'm going to take that off of there so I'm not forgetting about that later. But Trip, I hope that helps. Let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys like what I just did, smash that like button. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section that you like it. Tell Google that you like it. by helping us out with comments. All right, so from there, Stephanie's asking for BMRN. Let's go take a look at that. BMRN. All right, so let's see where they are in pre-market. BMRN. So they're down 20 cents. Not a big move on them so far. I've got a channel drawn on this one. So let's go ahead and bring this in. All right, let me take this off of moving averages so it's easier to see. All right, so look at this amazing channel we had right in here. Just outstanding, right? And then we broke out, and there's other lines in here, and look how well we respect these other lines as we move through the process, right? Right into here, move up, retest. So we hit the middle, came back down, hit here, moved up, hung out there for a day or two, moved to the next line, came back here, came back here, came back here, back up here, back up. Guys, we move within those levels over and over and over again, okay? So from a channeling perspective, I like them a lot with the pattern that they've got. They're on my list for Monster Market Movers every month, right, for the last couple of months now. So if we're down 20 cents right now, it puts us at 87.25. So we're still above that $87. So Stephanie, if you can get the bounce, let me see, you wrote short at 88.24. Okay. So I would like to see it under the 87. I'd like to see the break of 87, maybe make it down towards 86, retest and fail. And that's just the way I enter it. Doesn't mean it's the only way. That's the way I enter it. By doing that, it gives me the best opportunity of being right in the trade. The bad thing is if you wait for the retest, you might miss the entry. So I am not a breakout trader. I don't do well with those types of trades. So much better off for me to actually take the retest, and the fail works out better for me. But I hope that helps. Let me know in the comments down below. Robert's asking for a bear call spread on Sava. SAVA. So let's see where Sava is in pre-market. All right, so they're down 2 whole cents, Robert. So above 38. So let me see what we've got here. Fib is still okay. A little old, actually. Yeah, it's a little old. Let's go ahead and redo that. That's just a little bit too old. So F7. All right. So we're going to come off of that peak right there. And that's what we're going to work off of. We can't work off of here because we will have violated already. So that would have to be a redraw. Well, actually, that is a longer fib. Actually, that's not a bad thing because we can redraw from the bull side right here. So if we look at that drop in there, there's our hiccup, right? That big move up came right back in play. So we're good to go there. All right. So Robert's saying better call spread above 38 on Sava. Yeah, Robert, I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see. Let's zoom in on that a little bit so it's easier for us to see. Absolutely. Yep. So right now they're at 36.30. I like it. I like good setup, Robert. Yep. Go for it. Let me know how the premiums are on it. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad at all. Nice. Okay. Great job. Hey, morning, Darryl. Karen said SPY down to 357. So let's go SPY. We've already got it. It is down 47 cents right now, down to 357 to finish the double bottom. Yeah, absolutely. So for me to trade that, Karen, I'd want to do that off of pivot points, right? Only because there's not a lot of movement left. 359.5 to 357.84, 64.84, 04. Okay, never mind. 068, all the same number without my glasses on. So down to 357, 359.5. So you got $2.50. So you got some movement in there. So yes, I would be happy with that. If the market picks up any legs, Karen, this is what I would do. And this is assuming you're either A, trading more than one contract, or B, willing to risk a little bit of the premium to give back in this trade. I would like to see it get down near that 357, right? So let's say you had 2 contracts or more. Gets down near 356, you scale out of half of your trade, and you bring your stop in fairly tight. Make sure you're beyond break even. In other words, if it goes against you, hits your price, you're out of the trade, but you don't cost you anything on that second half of the trade. So I would bring my stop down tight. If we continue to push to the downside, then I'll open my stop up. If you have one contract and you only take a little bit of risk, meaning give some premium back, pulls down to that 356, 358, 358 and a half, right? So just above that 357. Same with the other trade, just above the 357. I'm going to tighten up my stop. If it breaks through, I'm going to open it back up, and then I'm going to use my next target as my adjustment and or a trailing stop, right? But that's the way I like to trade them. If you're that close and you get some legs on the market, which we don't have yet this morning, legs, I mean, down 68 cents on SPY, so not a big move. So I hope that helps, Karen. Let me know. Well, the wick down there doesn't really make it a double bottom, Karen, but the market recognizes that it's been there, right? And that's where the technical definition of double bottom or any other pattern gets messed up with the human emotion that's in there, because people are still seeing that as a bottoming pattern. When we talk about true double bottoms, it's got to be a closing price. That's because people were using line charts when those patterns were really very highly recognizable and developed, and where they came into play in the market. We're using more candlesticks now than we are lines ever. I haven't used lines in forever. So this gives you the opportunity to say, yeah, we've been there, but I still see the opportunity to push back to it again. Stephanie, you're quite welcome. All right, fantastic, good. So a couple things, guys. Make sure you register for Trading Coach's Playbook coming up this Friday. And if you really want to, and it's free training we do every week. If you really want to learn how we trade the news candidates, that's it right here. How to trade news candidates. It's a free training on exactly what we're doing here today. So make sure you go ahead and grab that. With that, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. Take care, everybody. I will see you tomorrow at our next update. All right, bye for now.